we're going to set up the green screen. We need 4 simple things. 1, something to hold the green screen up with.
Like this nice folding screen.
Yeah, we use a folding screen because you can just set it up fairly quickly and hang the green screen over it. 2, you need a green screen. Looks kind of like this. 3, you need some clips. Utility clips, clothespins, that kind of thing. And 4, you need good lighting. We just use an overhead light in the middle of the room. And then, since we're sitting down and the overhead light's up there, we don't have any shadows on the green screen. And it's important to not have shadows. Because if you have shadows, then one part of the green screen will be darker. And then, like, it won't become part of whatever background you put in there. And so now we're going to set up the green screen. Put one side first. We'll flip the green screen onto the folding screen. We'll first hang it over the back. Now, I'll flip my side first. It's okay if there's some wrinkles right now, because after I clip my side, Molly's going to pull, straighten out the wrinkles. And you can clip this side.
Wait, not quite yet.
Okay. It's good enough. There aren't any shadows. Wait for it. Ta-da! Oops, sorry. Ta-da! And now, we're going to record Molly and I sitting in these chairs with the green screen behind us, pretending to do some kind of report on some kind of news. And then later, we're going to put a background, like at a news station or something like that, behind us on the green screen, so it looks like we're on TV.
All right, so now we have our actors in front of the green screen. There's a couple things that are important. One is that we have the camera totally steady while we're doing it. So in this case, I'm going to actually set my camera down on a table that's back here so it doesn't move. Another option would be to use a tripod or anything like that. Another thing is you have to make sure your actors stay in front of the green screen the whole time. Otherwise, we won't be able to erase the background behind them. So in this case, we're looking pretty good. Molly and Riley are both fully in front of the green screen. So here we go. And breaking news story from the Action News team. Riley?
This just in. Breaking news. Aliens from Jupiter are trying to take over the world. Molly, how is that happening?
So, the aliens have this humongous spaceship. That's humongous, like twice the size of Earth. And they have this humongous tractor beam attached to the spaceship. And they're going to use that tractor beam to suck Earth into the spaceship and then take over it from there.
Wow. I can't believe, like, aliens are actually taking over Earth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll get to live on Jupiter. That'd be kind of cool.
But we wouldn't be able to breathe there.
Good point.
Well, you heard it first here on Action News Team. Okay, I'm here with Molly now, and we're going to show you how to get the video into iMovie and how to edit the green screen effect. So first I'm going to show you how to get the video in. So right now it's on my iPhone, and we need to get it onto iMovie.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do is bring up iMovie. Your dock, or you might need to go find it. But so we have iMovie. We're going to start a new project, a new movie. not going to use a theme. Double click on that. And the name of the movie will be News Flash. Okay, so now we have a project. So what we're going to do here also is let's maximize this. And now we need to get our video in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my phone to a USB cable, which is attached to my MacBook. And often it'll just bring up photos. And we're not going to use that though. We're going to quit that, go back over to iMovie, and let's import some media. And now when we do that, you can see because my phone is connected, it's actually in the cameras. So if I click on Mark's 5S, you can actually see the videos that are on my phone.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it makes it kind of easy actually. So we'll bring in the part where we're actually using the green screen. We'll bring in the other part later. So we click on that. It's import selected. And there it is. Now it's in our media. So that's the first step. The second step is we want to find a background that's going to replace where the green screen is.
Okay.
So a little earlier, Riley and Molly were looking in YouTube and found a video that is a news background. So I'm going to show you real quick is I'm going to bring up the website. So this is YouTube, and this is a video we found. You already know, I'm sure, how to search on YouTube for videos. So if we look at this video, you can see it's kind of interesting. Well, you can see it just kind of has this nice news background. You can use any kind of background you want, either a video or an image. But we decided we wanted to use this. So the next step is we have to get this video into iMovie. So the way we do that is we have there's a website called KeepVid. There's actually quite a few of these websites, and you can use any one you want. But basically what it does, it allows you to download videos. We copy the location of the YouTube video we want. I use Command C there. And go to KeepVid, or any other one you might want to use. I'm going to paste in that address. Click on download, and then it gives us all the different options here. We want the video only in the highest resolution. So what we're going to do is right click on that and say download linked file. And you can see the progress up here. It's downloading it. So we'll go back over to iMovie, and let's import that movie.
Okay.
So, and in just a minute, Molly's going to show you how to do the green screen part. But first, we'll get that last one, and that was, and it should be in our downloads, and there it is. It named it video playback. That's fine. And there's our background. Okay, I'm going to switch over and have Molly drive now, and she is going to show how to make this little movie. Okay, there you go, Molly.
Okay.
So Molly actually hasn't done this before in iMovie, so I'm actually going to walk her through it, what she needs to do. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is do what, in this case, the main film of the movie is actually going to be the background.
Okay.
With the green screen footage on top of it. So click on the movie and up there, yep, and actually double click on it, and it'll get the whole thing. And now you're going to drag that down underneath.
Right here?
Yep, perfect. And then, so now you can actually, now let's take a look at the movie down there. So put your mouse cursor over the movie at on the bottom.
This one?
No, the one,
oh,
this one. And so if you go to the beginning of it, we want to actually, one thing about using videos, you need to give credit for them. So in the comments of our YouTube video, we're going to put information about where we got the video. And yep, and so exactly. So what Molly's doing here is she's trimming off the front of it so that we kind of don't have that warning at the beginning, or that information. We'll put that information into our comments. Great. Now we're ready to put in what is basically the overlay of the green screen. So click on the video that has the green screen in it. Good job. Now you're going to drag that into the area that's over top of the main movie in the bottom editing area. So drag that, yep, and you probably want it to start right at the beginning. All right. Excellent. Now this one also we had a little bit at the beginning, right there. We kind of got started, but probably want to, if you slowly move your mouse, yeah, you can kind of, there you go, and you can figure out where you want it to start.
Like here?
Maybe a little bit more. Oh, actually, let's play the movie real quick, or at least the beginning part of it. So go to the beginning.
Oh.
All right. And so this is the part where I was explaining about putting the camera in a nice flat spot, and you guys are kind of getting your goofies out before you start the video. And then there we have it setting down there. All right. And here we go. And actually, I think we may have the sound settings a little weird. But that's fine. Oh, and there I started. So just go, yeah, as you can
Like a few seconds back.
Yeah. That's all right. You get a hold of it there.
So if you're like about here, then
Is that a good spot? Okay.
So should I move this back so it's
Yep.
hug?
Exactly. Yeah, you're figuring that out. So you double click to select the whole thing. And then probably you want to, let's look at the end of it. Do we want to trim anything off the end?
Probably.
Actually, look at the green, click on the green screen. Click so it's selected again on the whole thing. There you go. And now, if you slowly move your mouse without clicking.
Is that pixel?
Yeah, there's our dog. Or at least the back side of our dog. So now you can kind of see. You can kind of decide where you want it to end here. Probably not with my finger over the camera.
Like here?
Okay, sure. Okay. Now what was the other thing? Yeah, now you probably want to take the end of that main movie and have it match up.
Or take the end off of this?
Yep. There you go. Perfect. There. Excellent.
So let's see how it looks from the beginning. Should I turn the sound on?
You can also hit that, the little, yeah. looks like we actually need to take off the ready part, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Why don't you want to do that? Another thing we can do, let me show you real quick, Molly, is see this area underneath of the where it shows you the video. There says settings, and what we can do is we can make that. If you drag that little slider to the right a little bit, just a little bit. There you go. Now it's going to be easier area to work in. Actually, why don't you slide it till it almost fills up the screen. That's probably good. And now at the bottom you need to scroll over a little bit. There you go. And if it's a little bit bigger, that's fine too. Scroll over. Good job. But now it's going to be easier to work with.
I'll take it down.
Yeah, that's good. So now you can now go back to the beginning. And you can either hit the space bar or the play. All right. And actually, if you look at the, move your mouse for a second, you see that area underneath of the green screen where this area in here is the voice, and you can kind of see where I say ready. There's a little bit of a, so that's probably what you want to get rid of. There you go.
Like here?
Yep, and then drag it back to the beginning.
Look.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about iMovie. Get it. All right.
And then cut off the end of
Good idea. Yep. Oops.
What?
I want you to do Command Z to undo. And again. And again. Oh, that's weird. It's not undoing the end of it. So another thing you can do right there. I'm not sure what. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there.
Okay. Oh, it was just showing you that you could increase it if you wanted to. So it's actually good right here. Unless we undo taking off. It looks like we undid. So let's take that off again. All right. And then, good job. You want to take off the end now?
Okay.
As you can see, when you're making movies like this, there's lots of little things you do along the way to kind of tweak it to be just the way you want.
Okay.
So now, you want to take it back to the beginning and show what it sounds like. All right. Okay, why don't you pause it? So now, we don't have any kind of background, do we?
Not really.
So now we want to get rid of the green screen and make the background. So first thing we want to do is, well, so there's an icon above, yeah, right in there. And so there's different things. What cutaway is it uses the whole video. But if you do green or blue screen, go ahead. Oh, and you can see it's replaced with our background, the green screen is. But you can still see the rest of our dining room. So the next thing we're going to want to do is crop the
How do you crop
video.
it?
So there's an icon at the top.
For how long?
And, yep, cropping. Click on that.
Time for how long?
And do crop to fill. And now you can use that to crop how we want to.
Time for how long? Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
Like this?
Yeah, just a little bit more in. And as you can see, we have a little bit of
Blurriness?
some shades in there, and also it's not totally getting rid of it. Well, actually, why don't you make it just a tiny bit bigger so you can see it a little bit more. Actually, make it even a little bit bigger. We can still crop it more of the green screen out later, But actually, what?
Like even a little bigger than this?
Yep, even a little bigger than that. Because there's another way we can crop. So, yeah.
So like this?
Yep. That's good. And now, go back over to the green screen effect, which is that icon. Okay, and see, our cropping took effect. And now we still have some extra stuff. So, as Molly can see, there's these yellow circles, and we can move those. Sorry, white circles. Okay, I want you to drag those around. And these you don't have to keep as a rectangle. Oop, let's leave that one down in the corner because I think we want the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you move it over to the left just a little bit more? It looks like, yeah. This one, this one, move that just a little bit, but keep it at the bottom. We don't want the, and move it just a little more to the left. Yeah, I want you to go there, and then so that our desk is straight, I want you to bring the white one straight over top of it. Oop. Maybe yeah. See if you can get that just right. And then your the one at the bottom, it's up just a little bit, so there's just a tiny bit of blue showing through. There you go.
There.
Cool.
I think it looks cool now.
Yeah.
There's a slight line over here.
You know what? That's from because we didn't get our lighting. We didn't get all the wrinkles out, and so that ends up being like a shadow. So it works okay.
It looks a little bit like the background anyway. So.
Yeah. So it looks pretty good. I think why don't you actually take it to full screen and let's see it. Why don't you take it to the beginning? Well, cool. Well, we don't need to. Want you to stop this. We'll actually add on to our. I think if you hit the thing with the two arrows pointing at each other, it'll take us back. There we go. But that's how you do it. And then you could then share this movie on YouTube or save it to a file. And the way you would do that is actually for now, let's just save it to a file. So
where do you go for that?
Go to the top so that the menu pops down. Go to the top of the screen. There you go. And then over here, I forget, I think it's under File and Share. Share. And we're just going to say save it to. So you could actually save it directly up to YouTube if you wanted to. I think we're just going to save it to a file. And go to.
This video is about Newsflash.
Oh yeah, you want to give it a different description.
Okay.
Well, for this, just for quickly,
Okay.
just change about to a. The word about. There you go. Double click on that. Double click on about. And then it'll. There you go. Yeah. Obviously, you can make whatever description you want. And click on next.
Next.
And.
Save as Newsflash?
Sure.
Okay. Save.
And we'll see. And then it's actually creating the file in the background, which can take a little while. And up here at the top, it'll actually show you the progress. Right now, it's not doing much. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but our fan is turning on because it takes a lot of processing, computer processing power to actually create a file. But I think that's going to be it for this episode of The Potatologists, and hopefully you learned how to make a simple green screen. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you again. Bye.
Goodbye.
This just in. Breaking news. Aliens from Jupiter are trying to take over the world. Molly, how is that happening?
So, the aliens have this humongous spaceship that's humongous, like twice the size of Earth. And they have this humongous tractor beam attached to the spaceship. And they're going to use that tractor beam to suck Earth into the spaceship and then take over it from there.
Wow. I can't believe, like, aliens are actually taking over Earth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll get to live on Jupiter. That'd be kind of cool.
But we wouldn't be able to breathe there.
Good point.
Well, you heard it first here on Action News Team.